on, man. There you go. Finally, man. Yeah, that one shot.
That's my yacht.
What is it? Oh, oh. Hey, can you change the light, the coloring on that?
No,
You can't, because I've seen some.
you can change.
Oh, okay, okay. So because I've seen there's some that got the white the white lights and there's some that got the blue.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to go inside because I don't have time, but can you see the flag?
What's the flag? Yo, there are no more missiles.
Yeah, I'm 60. Look at the name of my yacht. Look at the name.
What is it? Palestine. Yeah, why not?
Flag.
I know the cause. I know the cause. I'm actually in the Facebook group. You know, that is true. That is true. What's happening over there is just sad, man. It's you know, it's.
I'll explain to you the situation in 1 second. It's like your home, and I invite you to my house, right?
Yeah.
And then after 5 years, you say get out of my house, and this is your house, and you just kick me out. That's the situation.
Fucking hell, man. I've seen the video on one note, man. It's like World War III there, man. The buildings are bombed up like.
Syria, Iraq, it's all the same, unfortunately.
Oh crap! Wait, am I Palestine and oh yeah, I might be mistaking with Syria, isn't it? Because Syria is also bad, man. Is Palestine blown up as well?
Palestine is blown up as well, but Syria is worse. They're all very bad, unfortunately.
And apparently the border, it's down to America, yeah? You know where the border is? I'm saying apparently like it's a standoff, like literally. The snipers taking each other out. It's like mad. It's like a proper war zone down there, man.
Yeah, it's war.
Oh, damn.
It's war, except on the one side they're throwing rocks, on the other side they're throwing missiles. That's the war that they have.
Oh, so one has an advantage.
The Israelis have the warplanes and the heavy armor and everything and the guns. And the Palestinians are just fucking kids with stones.
Fucking hell, man.
Stupid.
So I can imagine, obviously, Palestine's taking heavy losses, isn't it? Because you can't really compete with such weaponry, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't Palestine getting help though? Like any help, like for like
No one cares about Palestine. The
Nah.
world is run by, unfortunately, like, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but it is a bad thing. The world is run by Jewish people. And they all support Israel. No matter what, how many people Israel kill or anything, everyone supports Israel.
Wait,
The world is run by Jewish people.
But America isn't run by Jewish, are they?
They are kind of at the top. Whoever comes into administration, they have to support Israel. Look at Trump, Hillary Clinton, Bush, they all support Israel.
I thought they're neutral in this war, like they're in the middle.
No, that's what they say.
It's like some undercover shit, huh?
Yeah, I need to destroy this so I can cause a... I can't kill you, don't worry.
Nah, that's why I joined the thing, innit? There's no way you can. There's no way. That's the only way I'll come out passive mode. That's when I'll come out passive mode, man. I have enough experience on here to figure that out, man. Trust me, the number of times you're minding your own business and someone comes along and just blows you, or it's insane, man. And you know what?
Yeah.
Honestly speaking,
The GTA, welcome to GTA, that's what happened.
honestly speaking, this GTA is way better than on the PS3. The PS3 passive mode was almost useless, man. There was,
Yeah, you can blow you up in the car.
yeah, there was a point where, but in this on the PS4, passive mode is passive mode, So that's cool, man. That is cool. Wow, man. But yeah, man. No, that is good, man. Obviously, you need to make people aware of what's going on down there. You get my drift. Not too many people know about it, man. Not too many people know.
Everyone is brushing under the carpet because they don't want people to see. Today, because no one cares about Muslims,
Oh no, I think that's.
In Africa as well. I do a lot of charity work for people in Africa, water projects and things. People don't care about Africans.
No.
They don't care about Muslims. It's not good.
I think I think people. Well, okay, you have a few bad eggs. You have a few bad people, but I don't think everyone's like that. You know what I mean? I have met people that are.
No, I know. I a charity worker. So there's a lot of good people I know, but the people that are in control, they're all bad.
Wait, Obama. Look at Obama, for example, man.
Obama, he looks good, but if you do your research, you'll find out that he authorized a lot of drone strikes against innocent people. You know, he killed many hundreds of thousands in poor countries by the drone strikes.
Are you sure it was him?
Maybe, yeah, he authorized it. Maybe he killed one terrorist, but for every terrorist he killed a lot of innocent people, you know?
Or are you talking? Wait, are you sure it's not like collateral damage? You know, by mistake. Yeah, that's true.
I'm from Iraq, right? They killed a million people in my country, and you know what America say? They say it's collateral damage. Is that okay?
No, that's not okay, obvious. Yeah, and you know what? To be honest, when I watched what do you call it? When I watched these videos on YouTube with the soldiers that are down there, yeah, some of them are like actually lazy. You know, if they instead of infiltrating and going for the one bad guy, they prefer to call in a jet, innit? And you know, I have seen that.
Listen to me. When I was in Iraq, I was a kid a few years ago. I killed this guy firstly. Kill that guy. See?
Oh, you want me to kill this guy?
Yeah, him. Because he's gonna kill you. When I was in Iraq, America was occupying my country. I did idiot at the time. I was only like 10 years old, and he pointed his tank killing me.
Fucking hell.
Imagine how much I don't care. They don't give a shit.
Power crazed.
Power crazy, yeah. Like trigger happy.
Fucking hell. I have watched quite a lot. Yeah, to be honest, I disagree with that. The way you know, the way that they're quick to call in drones and use bombs and stuff like that, knowing full well the radius of the bomb, you know.
Yeah, if some people died in this country or in the West, it's all over the news, but if a million people die there, nobody cares.
By the way, that,
You know, Western blood is special or something.
no, by the way, that is true.
Die of starvation, nobody cares, it's never in the news. Nobody cares.
the-
Western life is special. No one-
That is true, you know. In a way, that does make sense, because like you see, like even with this sort of hostage situations, if it's a European person, like you know, a person from America, from the UK, it's flashed across the screen.
Yeah,
But if it's
all
you know,
over every single news, yeah.
yeah, it's they put extra attention to it. No, that makes sense. In a way, you're right about that.
Yeah.
It's really weird. That shouldn't be the case, though. It shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that, but it is. If you're from a third world country, then no one cares about you. If you're from the West, though, you know, and all of a sudden you're very important and everything. It's not good.
But I think it's because there are a lot of people behind. What should I kill this guy again?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What? He's trying to kill my associate.
I couldn't kill him. But I think the reason, obviously, they know that. You know, like in developed countries, obviously, they worry about uprising, innit? You know what? You know, people can uprise easily, and people will listen to them. You know what I mean? I think that's the main reason as well. Whereby with third countries, like if they even try to do like a strike or anything like that, no one really cares as well.
Look at Syria. What you're saying. They're saying that after you know, the leader, the president, everyone's gonna stand up to the leader. That's what happened in Syria.
By the way,
The government's just been killing millions of people, thousands of people.
but that does make sense, because America also has an agenda. By the way, if it's smart, like they might have something else.
Because of the oil.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I thought so, because apparently, you see, when they apparently got rid of Saddam, yeah, they just left the country, and people who live there are actually saying they preferred it when Saddam was running the place. Oh shit! Oh, I killed myself. God damn. I killed myself. Yeah, by the way, that is. Oh, see, like, oh.
That way you take the chips and the buttons
I get you. I'll give you an example. You know Libya. You know Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Man, why did they kill that guy? that geezer there, yeah. If you read up about that guy, yeah. If you read up about that guy did a lot for the country, man. People were getting like free houses. You know, if you had a baby, you get all bills paid for, your college is paid for, everything is literally paid for by the government. You know what I mean? So in a way, the people there were actually having it good. You know, it wasn't like they were doing badly. And the day they captured him, the day they captured him and killed him. It was a drone that
Yeah.
actually intercepted his convoy. He had escaped. The people, obviously the radicals that do uprisings and stuff like that, right? They had done an uprising and they were after him. So Gaddafi got wind of this and he tried to escape. He went in a convoy, leaving the city with hired mercenaries. You see, he couldn't even trust his own people. You know what I mean? And you know what?
Yeah.
The Americans send a drone and intercept his convoy. They don't kill him so that they don't take the blame in it. They just stop his convoy so that these people catch up with him and kill him. You know what I mean? You see how smart that is?
Yeah.
That's like art
Do you
of
know about
war.
the yeah? Do you know about the Rothschild family?
Who's this?
You heard of them? They
Oh,
basically
you
run the world. They run all the banks and everything.
you talking about the what something? What? Fuck, I know you're
Yeah,
talking about
I don't know.
the
It's
richest,
Qatar.
the richest people, yeah?
Richest. Yeah, they run the world basically. They run the banks. They control all the wars and everything.
Oh, I know about them, man. Oh, I wanna
Yeah,
get this
I
car,
think
man.
I think I think they were one of the reasons that Libya was taken down because Gaddafi wanted to start like trading with gold again. He
Oh,
wasn't going to use the Rothschild family's currency system, you know.
oh, I see. Yeah, that would be, that would be,
So
that.
that yeah, because they would lose so much because Libya trades a lot because they have so much,
Raw
gold and
materials.
oil and things.
Yeah. Do you know about the?
That's another reason why they have to take you out.
God damn. No, I think you got a point there, man. Cause even back in history, if you look back in the day, I'm talking way back. Like, before the Americans put an oil pipe. There's an oil pipe going. I don't know, is it Saudi Arabia or is it? I don't know where it is. Going to Arabia or something. I don't remember. But apparently they had a deal with there was a prince. You know that they don't have a president over there. They have a prince.
But they have a king and prince, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So apparently one of the princes that was in charge back then, he had accepted like a raw deal, like a really crappy deal, and the Americans were really smart. What they would do is they would sweeten him up, they would buy him presents, stuff like that that's not in his country, that it's on in
Keep
America.
him happy, yeah.
Yeah,
And then steal all the money.
exactly. Now what happened was, obviously, like he wasn't the only boy in the family. Like, obviously he was in a family of about 8 brothers, I think. So the older one to him, or is it the next youngest one? I'm not too sure. He was pissed off about it, so he took the prince. What's the word? Took him out of power. And when he became like when he was in charge, yeah, he literally told the Americans he's upping the price for the oil and whatnot, and he actually cut the oil supply to America. And you know what the Americans did? It was disastrous. All you should have seen it. They showed pictures of cars parked by petrol stations. There was no petrol. There's nothing. You know what I mean? So they were proper screwed. Now the Americans, you know what they did? They decided they're gonna go negotiate with this guy. But what people don't know is they weren't going. They had already agreed to a maximum limit they were gonna pay, right? And if the prince had refused, yeah, if the prince had refused, they were gonna take it by force. They were gonna invade his country. But thankfully
It
enough,
sounds like America to me.
yeah, in it, totally. Thankfully, the prince, they accepted. So, if he hadn't accepted, I don't think, I think it would be, America governed now or something like that.
Yeah.
That is fucking nuts, man.
They would never say admit what the real reason is. They would make up some bullshit excuse to why they have to invade the country.
Yeah, there's always something like a reason behind it, isn't it? And obviously, when you hear it from their point of view, it makes sense. It's until you dig deeper, it's when you actually, you have,
Yeah.
you like your curiosity. You know what I mean? That's what I did. I literally watched a lot of documentaries and
Well,
stuff.
I'll tell you one thing. When you read a lot of this bullshit that comes out of America and stuff, all the excuses for things, I'll tell you that 99% of it is a lot of crap. As soon as you scratch below the surface, you'll find out the truth. And 9 times out of 10, it's against America's thingy. America's in the wrong, not in the right.
It's
But
against.
American public, they're very naive, they're very ignorant and not very intelligent, so they just believe everything that comes out
But
from
that is true. You know them voting Trump as president is already proof enough, man. You know what I mean? Come on. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'll
The
promise you
whole world,
something.
you just prove to the whole world that how stupid America is. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
okay, there may be some intelligent people, and then they just voting Trump, and was like, okay, I rest my case, so stupid.
Totally. I mean, you can imagine, and I bet you anything. The only reason they actually even gave that guy a bit of credit, yeah, was because he happened to be obviously loaded, like rich, yeah, and that was because obviously
Yeah.
his dad and that were rich as well. And if you look into his businesses, don't get me wrong, he is successful with some of them, but he has actually had some failed businesses as well. And they don't mention those, by the way. Those aren't mentioned. Even if you look at his portfolio and whatnot, yeah. If you look at his stuff, you will not see that stuff, you know. And you know what he's doing right now? Something that pissed me off, that really wound me up, is I actually saw something online, right? He's the amount, you know the presidential expenditure. You know what they can spend, to go on holiday and
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah, he spent so much of it in himself.
It's ridiculous, yeah. You know
Billions.
yeah, his wife lives is staying in one of his hotels, and he's paying with the American taxpayers' money. You know what I mean? And apparently, the amount of money he has spent in a month is the amount of money what Obama spent in a year.
Not just a month, the first month that he ever had in office, he spent what Obama spent, I think, in 2 years. Not even
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah, that's it. I actually saw that. Yeah, man, that is insane. I mean, come on. If this guy goes, I'm telling you, if the Americans let him a second term,
America can complain about this because it's their fault. They're stupid enough to vote him in. This is what you get. It's not like a guess game, you know. You have to do your research and things. Not just vote anyone to the. He's literally the most powerful man in the world right now, and it's up to them
no, that's true. That's true. I mean,
to change their mind.
and
It's their fault.
you know something. I do believe. I don't know if I can blame the older generation or the younger generation. I'm not too sure. The American. It's like this break.
I blame the older generation. I think a lot of the younger generation were very liberal, lefty.
They're like educated and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this break. Huh?
The older generation, they were just like, all these Islamic terrorists, blah, blah. All they do is watch news. They don't know that 99.999% of Muslims are decent people.
Yeah.
All they see is, all these Muslims and they think we're all terrorists. And they say, okay, Trump's saying I'm going to ban Muslims, so I'm just going to vote for Trump.
Oh, that's another thing.
Think about the world.
That is another thing actually. That's funny.
I don't like Mexicans, I don't like black people, I don't like Muslims, I just want Americans in my country, that's it.
Yo, you know that stupid idea. You know his stupid idea of building a wall.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous, man. You know, they even interviewed. I watched a video clip, yeah. They interviewed some Mexican guy, yeah, and he's like, even if he built a wall, does he really think that can stop us? We're Mexicans, you know. Yeah, he was like, man. He even said, forget climbing. He said we'll fly over. We have so many of those, like crop dusting planes and whatnot. Yeah. Bear in mind they're the working class. You know what I mean? Majority, you know, that's insane, man. The guy is mad. Building a wall. A wall will keep out, people without, those will keep.
So stupid. And if he does, is this not shoot smoke?
Yeah.
Somebody just texted me and said don't shoot smoke. I can't see smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah, even if we just go ahead with the wall, it's gonna put America back another how many billion? 5, 6 billion? And then Mexico is gonna come over the wall.
That's true, yeah. Not to mention the economy. You gotta look at the economy. That reminds me, actually. While we're on this topic, this break exit stuff.
Yeah, Brexit.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Honestly, you know how that's gonna damage the economy, right? The pound is gonna slip, right? You know that. And bear in mind, if they do, if England does leave, yeah, they're gonna be bullied in the market. You know what I mean? Because obviously they're gonna be surrounded by the European. That wasn't smart. And a lot of people who actually voted to leave are regretting it. And it was majority of them was because majority were like the older generation, like because
It's the same as America. They were thinking, look at these old all these Muslims on the news are gonna come in and blow shit up.
Yeah, they're
Just like, okay, vote Brexit and stop them from coming in.
yeah, they're thinking that as
They
well.
don't realize most doctors in this country are already Muslims.
Exactly, yeah.
If we wanted, I'm Muslim myself, if we wanted to do something with this sincerity, we would have done something by now, you know?
Yeah.
There's 1.5 billion of us in the world. You know,
To say, yeah.
in the world is Muslim.
To
I
say,
don't want to be alive, you know?
to say, you see, like, you know, like obviously one of the benefits of being like proper mixed like I am, yeah. My family is practically they're half Muslims, half Christians, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? My dad's side is Christians, and my mom's side are Muslims. Like, you know what I mean? You know, and that's how I actually know both sides of the world, if that makes sense. Both sides, you get me? So,
One of your parents is Muslim or?
I would say, yeah, I have like 5 aunties that are Muslim. Like,
Okay.
I have whole family.
Are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian, yeah. My auntie, you see, my uncle is called Abdul, isn't it? My uncle is called Abdul. I've got like literally his.
Abdul means worshipper of God.
Okay, he's very, and he's not and he's not one of these Muslims that drink and whatnot. He's proper loyal Muslim. You know what I mean? Like he prays, yeah, he prays 6 times a day, all that. He wakes up like 5 in the morning. You know, him and his, yeah, him and his whole family, they all have like carpets and whatnot. They literally, well, I used to watch him do it, and they would encourage me every day to do it as well. You know what I mean? But
you should try, bro. Trust me, this is where your happiness is. Because you know, we see, like, I've lived a life before where I had girls, money, drugs, everything. You know, I'm only 20, but I've been there. I've had all the money and everything, and you never find happiness there. And
no,
you
that's
see all
true.
the
That's
richest people in the world, they never find happiness. But with God, we find all the happiness in the world because that's what we're made for. You know, we're made for heaven.
that's true. That's
The more you can be a better person, the more happier you'll be in this life and the next life. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. You see, the way is, I'm not like a big time Christian, like where I go to church every Sunday and that. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't do that, but like, yeah, I'm not really practicing, you know, but I genuinely believe the only reason I also don't do that is because I look at a church as a money making thing, if that makes sense. I mean, why do I have to go to church to pray when I can actually go on my knees and pray at home?
You should look into Islam, man. Trust me, you look like you would really enjoy it and you would be very successful for you.
Trust me, like you should see, like I said, you know, like my fam, like one of it. Trust me, like I was gonna say, there's this period of the year. I forgot what it's called again. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, like literally, like the way that they're kind. You know what I mean? They'll let anyone come in and eat and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's like.
That's what Islam's all about, you know. You serve humanity, you serve your neighbors. That's what it's all about. You serve the people around you, be as good person as you can. But you know you're saying about this church thing, you think it's money making, you can pray at home. This is exactly what we do. We pray 5 times a day at home. You know, you don't need any mosque or anything to assist us to pray.
That's the way I see it. You know what? Between you and God, right?
Christianity is, after that, Jesus is the Son of God. That's something I really don't understand. But I also don't understand why you can't have a direct connection with God. Why?
Oh, okay, you're talking. Now that is debatable. I know where you're going on about Jesus being the Son. Okay, because apparently Mary was a virgin when she gave birth to Jesus, isn't it?
I mean, if let's say, for argument's sake, you know, Jesus was the Son of God, that must mean that God likes to have sons. Why does he only have one son? And secondly, you know, where is God's parents?
That is debatable, yes.
Would that mean that Mary is wife of God? You know, God forbid.
That actually, hold up a second, mate. Wait a second. Why? Why? Come here for a second. I'm going to see you. You know what you were chatting about Jesus and one of the Son, yeah? I'm going on about one piece ago. Hey, mate. Yeah, you know, I was talking. I've got a housemate here. Yeah, we were talking about the exact same topic right there. Say what's up. You know about Jesus being the Son of God and whatnot. You're Muslim, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you something that you might already know. As Muslims, we actually believe in the Bible and we believe in the Torah as well, the Jewish God. We believe in all 3 holy books, the Quran, the Bible, and the Torah. But
they are similar.
We believe once upon a time they were perfect, right? There was the word of God. At the time of Jesus, for example, the Bible was perfect. If somebody followed that, they would go straight to heaven. But then after Jesus left, peace be upon him, you know, it became corrupted because it came into the hands of man. And they edited it, they corrupted it basically, they brought things into it that changed it from the word of God into the word of man. And that's why there's a lot of contradictions and, you know, all this Son of God business, it came after Jesus. Not once in the Bible did Jesus say, I am the Son of God, worship me. You know, many times it said, you know, your Lord is one God, you know, above, and all these things. You can see it for yourself in the Bible, you probably know better than me.
No, that is that is true. That is
That's the main thing. That's the main thing Christianity, right? You'd agree with me then.
okay.
Why hasn't Jesus said even one time? He hasn't said one time in the Bible that, you know, I'm the Son of God.
Yeah, it is left open. You do have a point there. It is left open there, obviously. You know, that is, it's like I said, it's very debatable. I was talking with my mate here, yeah?
Yeah.
Go say exactly what you're telling me about Jesus and God the Father. Like, what do you say?
I believe in Jesus as a very mighty messenger, right? All Muslims do. You can't be a Muslim and not believe in Jesus, right? You wouldn't be Muslim. We believe in Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Adam, Eve.
Yeah, but mate, ain't Jesus just a load of crap, lad?
I think
Sorry?
this is someone else.
I said, ain't like Jesus just a load of crap, lad? Do you know what I mean?
I was having a debate with this guy as
Can
well.
I meet him? Can I meet this guy?
I was debating with this guy right now. He's one of the guys that I live with in this house that I'm in. Yeah.
Oh, he's an atheist.
I would say he's not. Yeah, he's like a. What are you? Are you a non-believer?
Listen to me. I would speak with him by all means, but I mean, it sounds like he can't have a respectable conversation. He just told me Jesus is a load of crap. I can't talk with someone like that.
Well, he wants.
Jesus is shit, man.
No, you can't say
Yeah,
that.
but
Though. You can't say. You know, calling.
Jesus was real.
I have a lot of respect
Mate,
for
yeah,
Jesus.
mate.
He's my role model.
Wait, mate, you don't know Jesus was real, do you? You're just going by what people were told, what you've heard, didn't you?
I had a debate with this guy like about.
Mate, he's trying to tell you about Jesus. He don't even know fucking if Jesus is real or what. What's he on about? He's going on. You're going on about a load of books that fucking.
Listen to me. I can't have a conversation.
He's from Birmingham.
Curse Jesus, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you can't cuss. That's what. Yeah, I was telling him that just now actually. Yeah.
But let me just talk with you, okay? I'll start talking with you.
Okay. You see what we're talking about? I had a debate with him over this, yeah. But
I tell your friend,
you don't.
I'll tell you how we know Jesus is real. Because if you can prove that a holy book is the word of God, then everything that's in that holy book, you know, happened. If you believe something is the word of God, then you know everything in it happened. We take a literal interpretation to that. In particular, we take a literal interpretation to heaven. You know,
On the level, God ain't gonna write a fucking
messengers,
book,
angels,
is he? Come
all
on.
this.
No, that's the thing. God didn't write the book. Wait, mate.
God gave you the fucking.
He didn't
shit
write
to
the book.
Is that what you
No,
said?
no. He basically threw a messenger. Like you see, like Moses, and you know, he threw a messenger. The Ten Commandments.
It's God's message, but it's come through the
Come- the
messenger.
Ten
right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Commandments are just common sense, aren't they? You don't do this because it feels wrong. You don't do that because it feels wrong.
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
common sense.
But people then didn't think
no,
that.
Listen to me. If you're gonna have that attitude, okay. Some people say you should just follow the law and then you'd be a good person, right? What about in America when the slavery was happening? The law was that black people couldn't sit on the buses because of their skin. You know, is that supposed to be right?
Oh yeah,
I
racism.
believe in myself.
It's not.
man. I
It's
don't
not the
believe
right
in being all
mentality.
this.
Where do we get what is right and what is wrong? Where do we get that from? We can only get that from God because He created us and He knows exactly what's good and bad for us, right?
Right
It's
as well.
very easy. It's very
Like, how
I
do you
get
know?
what he's saying. That's true.
How do you know? Like that's what he's saying. How do you know from right to
I
wrong?
get what he's saying. Yeah.
Just I had a massive debate with him over this. Trust me, man. It was.
You know, it's like he's one of those sort of ones you can have a proper convo with. Be a teacher a few
I
things, isn't it?
personally, I think the purpose of life is to worship God.
Oh, he's like
What do you think
purpose
the
of life.
is? Why are you here? What's gonna happen? Were you just like created for no reason?
Where we
Mate,
talked
I know-
about that.
I know that. I do believe in God and that, but I don't believe that, like. I don't know.
I'll tell you
There are
what-
only
I'll
three
tell you
people in
where-
here, don't worry.
why
There are
you
only
don't
three of
believe
us.
that Jesus is a messenger and all that. It's because you're not convicted that the Bible is
Only four
the true word of God. Because if you were convicted of that, you would believe everything in it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you because I've read the Bible and I've seen many contradictions and stuff. But I've read the Quran many times. Like I've read it, you know, hundreds of times, over and over, and I've never seen a single contradiction. Everything in it makes sense, right? That's why I believe that's the word of God, and then everything that's in it. So if, for example, the Quran tells me that
Yeah, but you're saying, but wait a minute, hang on, wait a minute. You're saying like them 10 commandments is the word of God and that, but you can't do this. But how comes God's gave you the option to do that? How comes God's gave you the option to do the wrong stuff if you're saying it's wrong?
Let me tell you.
If it was that wrong, God wouldn't have said you can do it. He wouldn't make it possible if it's wrong, would he?
No, that's how he's testing you. He's testing you.
Testing us for what?
Heaven and hell. To go to heaven and hell.
I don't believe in heaven and hell.
Go on, mate, go on.
To believe in heaven and hell, you've got to believe in ghosts and all this shit. The animals go to hell?
Animals are humans. They don't
Yeah,
have
don't
brains.
matter. It's still the same, isn't it? Still life, isn't it?
No.
Listen to me.
So animals don't go to heaven and hell. It's only humans.
Listen, are you going to let me speak? You just brought up the question of free will, right? Nobody doubts, no religious person doubts that everyone has free will. We just know what's right. What's right is to follow the 10 commandments. Like if you're a Christian, okay, you want to follow don't kill, don't commit adultery, you know, don't drink, all these things. That's the where you want to be.
Yeah, but how do you know that's right? How do you know what's right and what's wrong? Do you get what I mean?
Alright, now let me ask you this question. If you woke up tomorrow in a factory, right, you just woke up in a factory and you saw a load of people working on a conveyor belt, just like working on machinery. Now, would you sit there and ask yourself, how the hell did I end up here and what are these people doing? Or would you just join the conveyor belt and just join the people?
I'd obviously think what's going on here, wouldn't I?
Right, exactly. So we're here in this life. Yeah, are we just going to live through our 70, 80 years and die and not ask any questions? Or we're going to be like, you know, who created us? Why did we come? What are we doing in this life? You know, what's our purpose in life? All these questions. So for me, like, we ask these questions for myself. You realize that the phone that you got in your hand, that's got a maker, right? It's got components, it's got a maker. A car's got a maker. Everything's got a maker, right?
Mate, I know that. I believe that God made everything. I do believe that, but I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe Jesus is the Son of God or the messenger. I don't believe in none of that.
I don't believe that. You're in the same boat as me. I don't believe Jesus is the Son of God, and I don't believe in the Bible either. People think, you know, being Muslim is complicated. It's really easy. All it means is you believe that there's no God but one God, and you believe in Muhammad. That's it.
Mate, I believe that we're created because we can't be here for nothing. We're speaking now, yeah? That, like, do you get what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
The Bible is similar to the Quran.
And the purpose of life is to worship God and be a good person. And life's a test. The better person you are, yeah, the more rewards you get after you pass away. And if you're a bad person, you go to hell.
Yeah, but what I don't get, who's to say what's bad and what's good? Do you get what I mean? If it was that bad, God wouldn't have made it possible. And I don't believe there's an heaven and hell, to be honest with you.
You'd agree with me that God created you, right?
Yeah, God created everything, yeah.
Alright, okay. So if God created you, would you agree that He knows what's right and what's wrong? He knows, like, because if someone's made an iPhone, for example, you go to Apple, they know everything about the phone, right? They know how to fix it if it breaks, they know everything about it, right?
Yeah.
So God knows everything about you. God knows what's good and what's bad. So you agree with that, right?
Yeah, because God's
Alright,
got to know what's good and what's it's God, isn't it?
If you were to agree in the Holy Book, if you were to agree in the Holy Book, for example, I agree with the Quran, right? I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
In the Quran it says this is good, this is bad. So there you go. What's the problem there? You just said you don't agree with God saying what's good and what's bad. If He knows what's good and what's bad, and He knows us like inside out, then it follows that, you know, we should follow whatever He says. If He says something's bad, then we should avoid it. And if He says it's good, then we should do it, right?
Basically, if you do good, you go to heaven, and if you do bad, you go to hell.
Do you agree with what I just said?
To be honest with you, I don't, because I don't believe God sets the rules. Do you get what I mean? I make my own rules, what's right and what's wrong.
Why would you make your own rules if God's the one who created you and He put you on the earth? See?
Because at the end of the day, God put all this shit around me, yeah? He put the fault in my head. I do what I like, and that's it. There's no right and wrong for me.
No, listen. You're
Do you get what I mean? I believe in myself.
You can do that. You can believe in yourself, no problem. But you have to believe that God know, you also have free will. So if you want to do wrong, you can do wrong. If you want to do right, you can do right. You want to set your own rules, you set your own rules. But at the end of the day, it's God that, you know, He decides what's good and what's bad. And if you do good, then you'll be going to heaven. If you do bad, go to hell. It's very simple.
That's what I was saying.
That all the
Heaven and hell.
done with Jesus,
But you don't believe that.
Moses.
I believe there's something after life, but I don't believe I don't believe a God would just chuck you. If it's a God, I don't believe God would just chuck you in hell if you've been bad just for and get tortured. What sort of God's that?
He wouldn't chuck you in hell. God is, listen, the God of the Quran at least. I don't know much about the God of, you know, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? God made us this way. If we do bad, it's His fault. He made us this way. Do you get what I mean?
No. That's a bad mentality to have.
So say psychotic people who can't help themselves, who are mentally unstable, they can't help but do wrong. What about them then?
Exactly. About them, they won't be accountable. All the
They won't be accountable.
Oh, because they're ill.
So what happens to them then? They just go straight to hell.
No, they go heaven. Yeah, because they don't have free will. Yeah, because they don't have free will.
If you have free will,
Because they're mad,
and you know what's right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you decide to go kill someone, or you decide to, you know, go and rape someone, then you've done that at your own free will, and you're going to be punished for that, right? But
Basically, if you do bad and you know it,
right?
and you know it's bad.
Most merciful, so he can
So basically, what you're saying, all the bad stuff put on here, yeah, it's just a test to see if you can if you do it or not, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it is. You're only here for 70, 80 years for as a test, and then after you die, if you do good in that test, you'll be in heaven forever and ever, and you can have whatever you want. And if you haven't done well, then you'll be in hell for a bit. You know, God will punish you for your sins. And then after you've been punished enough, then hopefully, you know, if you believe in only one God, absolute monotheism, then you'll be in heaven forever again. But it's very simple. That's basically the message of.
No, but if you believe in God,
about Christianity,
then you should believe in heaven and hell. I mean, if you believe in...
look, I'm sure he believes in heaven and hell.
knows what God is. God might not be what we
clarify.
think it is. You get what I mean?
May has...
No one can explain God.
He has a lot of doubts.
What God's agenda is. No one can tell you what is about. You've just got a theory.
I would love to have a conversation with him. You know, he seems like a nice, sincere guy. He seems like he's looking for the truth. You know what I'm saying?
He's got his doubts, yeah. He's like he genuinely believes, like, you know, he has like I was just telling him, if he believes there's a God up there, then he should believe in heaven and hell. But what
I don't believe in heaven and hell, that's it.
what he believes is like...
Put him back on the mic, please. Put him back on the mic. I want to know why he doesn't believe in heaven.
Look, mate, I just don't believe in heaven and hell and everything's a test, and if you do wrong, you go to this. I don't believe that. Hello.
Is he there? I'm not too sure. I think he's still there. No, he's there. He's the wacky madman.
Yeah, sorry. I have to go for a second. Alright, so you believe in God, right?
Right, I believe in God, but I don't believe in heaven and hell when it's all a test and all that. So all about like other planets and all that, what they all the same, like say there's life on other planets, what they've got the same tests and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, of course, if there is, but nobody knows if there is, only God knows that. Listen,
Artificial
it's an
intelligence.
extremely simple message. God created you to worship Him and do good in this life, yeah? If you do good, and you've got the free will to do good or bad, if you do good, because you've, you know, resisted the temptation to do bad, and you've done good, you'll be in heaven forever. But if you do bad, knowing that what you're doing is bad, then you'll be in hell. It's very simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's not rocket
Yeah,
science.
but say you want to do bad because it makes you feel good.
That doesn't make sense.
Say you want to do something that you know that is bad, but you want to do it because it makes you feel good, because it makes you feel happy. What about that then? What, ain't I allowed to be happy then?
Like why? What's bad that makes you feel?
Let me give you an example of what you just said.
It's like the law. Say you thieves, man.
Oh,
Say it makes you happy, right? Ain't you allowed to be happy or something?
Imagine there's a child molester, okay? He likes to molest kids, like 5-year-old kids, because it makes him feel happy. He knows
Yeah,
that
but
why
that's
he
a
does
different
bad, but he
sort
does
of
it anyway.
kettle of fish,
Why
isn't it?
give him the example you
No,
gave
it's
me.
not a different
Yeah, I know. I understand. Go on. Yeah.
It's exactly what you're saying. You said it's someone that knows what they're doing is bad, but they're going to do it because they like it and it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a child molester does. Why
Yeah.
are so many child molesters and so many like terrorists and stuff and murderers? They enjoy what they do, and they know it's bad, but they enjoy it. See?
Yeah. Well,
They give the example you told
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
the thief one.
I know. Yeah, you are. I know what you mean. It does make me want to sort of believe in that, but I just don't know.
Tell him the
that.
example you told me, the thief one. The thief one. If you steal something, it makes you happy, but that's thieving is obviously
Yeah.
bad because you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Look at a thief. A thief is going to go and rob a bank. He's going to get all that money. Who doesn't want all that money?
Yeah.
But what the guy that stops is the religious guy that is like, okay, God can see me now, and you know I want heaven, so I'm not going to do this, even though it's going to make me feel good. I'm going to get all that money and buy whatever I want. But inside, I know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're going to
Yeah.
stop because they know there's a heaven and hell, and that's actually a motivator to make you a better person. Because
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that
but
hell-
say there ain't an heaven and hell after life. Basically, you've just wasted your time, ain't you?
No,
You've just wasted your time.
No, you've left a good life.
If there ain't a heaven and hell and you just die and just die, you've just wasted your time. Go and buy all that. Do you get what I mean?
How many
Let me
bad
agree with
people do you
for
know?
argument's sake. Let me agree with you for argument's sake. There is a heaven and hell, 1,000,000%. But if there wasn't, like you're saying,
Yeah.
what philosophers say is people should believe in heaven and hell because you have nothing to lose. Whereas if you didn't believe in heaven and hell, you're just going to go to hell, right?
Yeah.
But if you believe
Yeah.
in heaven and hell and you live as a good person, at least you have that chance. You know, even if you're not fully convinced, you have that chance
Yeah,
of
yeah.
eternity in heaven. And
I know what you
that's
mean, yeah.
Billion years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
So
what
you've
you're
got
saying.
nothing to lose, everything to gain. Whereas if you don't want to believe in heaven and hell, you don't want to believe in God, you know, if you do die and it is there, obviously we're all going to die, and it's not, and
Yeah.
heaven and hell is there, you're obviously going to end up in hell, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to not believe in it.
Nah, yeah, I know what you
Well,
mean.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
it's might as well
I
believe
wouldn't
in
say
something
that,
like that.
You might as well, yeah, you might as well believe. But I wouldn't say believe just because of that, because you seem like a bright lad, so you should, you know, read around and believe because you want to believe, not just,
Yeah.
you know, or not just believe because you don't want to miss out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get ya. Yeah, it's
But you should read up on Islam, man. It's very simple, or whatever religion, but Islam for me, that's like the ultimate truth. It's basically, there's no God but one God, and Muhammad is the prophet, and that's it.
yeah.
See, Muhammad is like you say Moses in the Bible. You know what I mean? It's the two
you know,
religions
like,
are similar.
Every prophet, you know, like Jesus, Moses, and everyone, they all came with the same message, which was worship on God.
Yeah,
That was the message.
I've read the Quran and I've read the Bible. I'm quite familiar with both of them.
All the prophets came with the same message, and it's just to worship on God. So that's why I don't agree with this, you know, Jesus and Son of God. Jesus never said even once in the Bible, I'm the Son of God. And that's why, for me, I'm not a Christian, because, you know, the Bible went into the hands of man, and man corrupted it, and they put a lot of things into it. So it's no longer the message of God.
No, I get what you mean. It's like what the ISS are doing with the with the what they're twisting the yeah, they're twisting some of them to make it benefit them.
You know why so many Muslims are against ISIS? Because the Quran has never been changed. Since the first day it was revealed until now, not a single letter has been changed. Unlike every other holy book, the Torah has been changed, the Bible has been changed, all the Sikh and Hindu books, everything's been changed. But the
Yeah,
Quran,
New
the
Testament,
only
Old
book
Testament.
yeah, the Bible's changed, and it's like it's lost this true message of God. So there's a lot of corruptions in it. But the Quran doesn't have anything. That's why I'm a Muslim, right?
So why do the Muslims kill themselves then? What do they?
No, that's what he said. Those are the
They're not
ISS.
Muslims.
They're not.
They're
They're
not
not.
Muslims, bro. You get bad people in every religion, every sect. You have the KKK in Christianity.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not gonna look at Christianity like, oh, they're the KKK. I know,
Like, you
I know
can't
what the
ban the
KKK
whole-
is. I know what Christianity is. They're completely different, right? Just like ISIS, they're not Muslims.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They just.
Yeah, they just got
It's just the
on their
image,
own
it's just
path.
the media. The media makes them look like we're all the same, but
Yeah.
I hate ISIS, and so does like 99.99% of all other Muslims, right?
No, that's true. That's true. And like I said, I know quite a lot of Muslims, and they're all against them.
I'm from Iraq. My city is the capital of ISIS, and they've killed like 25 of my family members. You think I'm going to turn around and say I like ISIS?
No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. Sorry about that, by the way.
I hate ISIS. No, it's okay, bro. It's okay. They've killed more Muslims than anyone else. They kill Westerners, but they've killed thousands and thousands of Muslims. None of us like them. We all hate them. It's like they're just extremist terrorists.
No, the way yeah, that's true. By the way, like you know, like is it Boko Haram where they kidnap girls from the school and that? Obviously,
Yeah, they're
that's
not Muslim either. They're
yeah.
terrorists. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
yeah. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, they come we're Muslims and we believe this and this and this, and people get convinced, and the media likes to call them Muslims, but it's nothing like that. If someone just watches the TV all day, of course they're gonna think they're Muslim.
It's like propaganda,
But
like,
if
innit?
someone if someone like you, they like to read history and like to open a book and become educated, then they'll understand what it's all about.
Yeah, true. Trust me, I've seen quite a lot. Obviously, I don't buy the hype.
He's
Yeah,
smart.
that's good. You're not naive then. That's very good.
Too. You.
Smart. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, my mate says he says you're smart. He's actually giving you credit now.
Well, I'm a law student, so I better be smart.
Oh, hey, he's a law student, mate. Well, that's big, man. I know you have to do a lot of reading for that, man.
Law student, and he believes in all
I
that.
know, man. It's hard.
I trust you. See this debate, like you see what we're chatting
I'm a law
about.
student.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. Listen, does your friend believe in heaven and hell now? I want to know that.
Do you?
To be honest, I have sort of believed in it, I have sort of believed in it anyway.
That's good.
But I sort of got my doubts. I sort of got my doubts.
I'm gonna pray for him. Tell him I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for you as well. What's your name? Jisoisis? How do you say your name?
Oh,
You
that
don't
that.
have a very good name.
No, it's just it's abbreviation. Yeah. Nah. What do you call it? Yeah. He has his doubts basically. He basically genuinely believes like there's a God up watching us and whatnot.
No, I
wanna
think
believe
now
there's
he
an
believes
heaven
that there's a
after,
heaven because he
but I
doesn't want to
don't
miss
believe
out.
Oh, by the way, he can hear. It's just that the mic. I keep putting the mic between us, but like obviously he can hear you loud and clear off the TV.
Alright, that's good, man. Well, you know what? You're both like really bright. You're intelligent. It's good, man. I want to tell him, if you can hear me, don't just believe in heaven because you don't want to miss out if it is there. Believe in heaven because you're convinced that it is there, and follow a holy book. I would recommend you follow the Holy Quran, but whatever you do your own research, and no one's gonna force you to do anything. You
Pick the
do your
right-
research, see what the correct religion is, and then follow whatever God's commanding you. If God's saying feed the poor, then you should feed the poor. If God's saying don't oppress people, don't kill people, don't be a bad person, all of that stuff, avoid all of that, and hopefully we'll meet together in heaven. Imagine that, we'll just be sitting together in heaven and be like, yeah, I remember you, we played GTA together and we had this
To say. Just since I was young, literally I was bored because my grandma. My grandma is like proper religious. Like she's. Oh, you're off. Oh, my mate's gone. But yeah, I think you've made him more of a believer now. To be honest, because he seems like
I'm happy.
because like you see this what we were talking about. I literally had one like we literally went. We had a debate over it as well, like twice I think. Passing.
It's best never to have a debate with people that are non-religious. Rather, you should have a discussion.
Yeah,
Because
no.
the debate is very much my idea versus your idea.
Okay.
Discussion is open table, and they're more likely to come to the religion. You see?
Yeah, okay. I mean, like more discussion. Okay, I would say I meant discussion, like debate.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But yeah, like you see, my because my grandma is like proper. She's proper religious as well. Like she's like she goes to church on Sundays, whatnot. So basically, I grew up around what religion. So I fear God, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I can't.
You don't commit adultery, and you don't,
No, none of that. I
or-
No, I do smoke. Unfortunately, I do smoke. But I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I only smoke tobacco. Yeah. I won't lie.
You should stop because it's bad for your health.
Yeah. Well, I have to quit. Yes, I have to. I have tried several times. I won't lie, but it is harder than than just saying it. I'll be honest with you.
I'll tell you, I used to smoke, and I know exactly what you're saying.
I've tried several times.
Yeah, but I wasn't smoking tobacco. I was smoking, marijuana. So
Weed.
it was very much harder for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to smoke weed. Funny enough, I found it easy to quit it. To quit weed was easy. That was what's funny. But tobacco is what I can't fucking quit, which is amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like green, I can go ages without smoking. You know what I mean? To be honest, if I really
Tobacco is very addictive. It's got nicotine.
yeah. To be honest,
Yeah. But you're saying you fear God, and that's good. I hope you don't believe Jesus is the Son of God because
no. With that, obviously, being a Christian, I have to, yeah. But obviously, I do have doubts because obviously how can a virgin give birth to a a baby? So,
There's a lot of questions about it. There's many.
but obviously
Things
because
that make it not make sense. No, it's not good to say just because I'm Christian I have to believe in it. My religion is all about okay, does this make sense? If it makes sense, I'm gonna believe it. If it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna leave it.
no, obviously
It's not like I'm just gonna blind follow the religion. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but you know one reason why I believe it. You know a miracle. You know what a miracle is, right?
Yeah, of course.
So that could be yeah.
I've heard this. It could be a miracle. But
Yeah, that's it. That's how I look at it.
Because yeah, there's so many other contradictions about it. Miracles don't have any contradictions. It's just like it happened there, finished. You know, it's the work of God. But why didn't God create more sons? You know, why would God die for us? Why would God never say? Let me tell you, the central message of my religion is that there's one God, right? That's mentioned hundreds and hundreds of times in our holy book. That's the central message, right?
Yeah.
For Christianity, the central message for you guys now, before it wasn't the central message, mind you, only in the last few hundred years it's become that Jesus is the Son of God, right? That's the central message. It doesn't say once in the Bible that Jesus says, I am God, worship me. Not once does it say it. And that's the central message of the religion.
Yeah, but
don't answer the question. Ask yourself that. Does it make sense or doesn't it make sense?
no, that's true. Okay.
You should say many times.
He has never said, he's never said, but then again, he's never said that he wants to be worshipped, yeah? The reason, bear in mind, the reason why he was nailed to the cross was because of our sins, basically. He died for our sins, to give us a fresh start, you know what I mean? That's the logic behind that, if that makes sense. And obviously, I don't know about why he didn't have other sons, okay? That one I'm not too sure about, I'll be honest with you. I don't know about that, but what I do know is...
If God had a son, why didn't he have it makes sense that God didn't have a daughter because God sees that maybe a son for him is more favorable if he had a son.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he have more sons? Why wouldn't he have more sons? Like, why would he only have one if he likes sons?
That I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, and where did that raises the whole question of where did God come from? Would he have parents? And it raises so many logical contradictions that it just this idea that God is the Son of God, Jesus is the Son of God, it just doesn't add up. Whereas the message of my religion is just that there's one God, and there's all these prophets that came to tell their people about God. It's very simple, makes sense, right? There's no contradictions or anything about it. Jesus was sent to his people, to teach the people of Israel about God. And there's only one God. Same with Moses, same with Muhammad, same with Abraham, Adam, Eve, everyone.
Yeah, the disciples as well.
Contradictions. All the disciples, yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, the way obviously, don't get me wrong, I have actually thought about all this stuff, obviously, but in a way, obviously.
I really advise you to look a bit more into Islam because, it looks like you would fit a lot more into this religion than Christianity. Especially you're saying you want to pray, at home, alone. Everything you're saying to me, you fit very much into like this religion.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
You seem like an educated person. You're not going to take the media things on face value.
No, definitely. One of the reasons, I'll be honest with you as well, because obviously, bear in mind, like I said, half my family are Muslims, right? And like obviously, I know you don't have to be. I know you don't have to be like the ones that are really deep are the ones that pray 6 times. Yeah, but. And because I know people as well who are Muslims and are not really like they don't what do you call it, they don't pray 6 times a day. Yeah, they don't practice, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, they don't practice. So that's one of my things as well, because obviously I looked at it like, man, I do not know if I can keep up with that, if that makes sense, praying 6 times a day.
No, listen to me. That's a very bad attitude, because even those Muslims that aren't gonna practice, whilst they are gonna be punished for committing sins and not practicing, in the end they're still gonna be guaranteed heaven. And because Islam is the true religion, as soon as you enter Islam, all your sins are already forgiven. So you start with a clean sheet, and you're gonna love praying, man. I'll tell you now, you should try it. Ask some of your families. When you put your head to the floor, just in complete, soul dedication to God, you can't you know, you can't beat that feeling.
No, that's true. To be honest,
Complete submission to God, and it's I've never felt more happiness in my life. I've told you already, you know, I don't tell many people this, but I've had the money, the women, everything.
no,
You can't find happiness there. You only find happiness with God, and in that frustration, if you tried it, you would love it. So I don't think it'd be an issue for you. It's only an issue for, you know, the younger people that aren't very, you know, aren't very
they don't know
educated.
about
They like to
yeah.
spend a lot of time with their friends, yeah. All these things, you know.
No, that's true. I get you. I get you. Like I said, obviously.
Don't let that be a reason to pull you away from any religion, you know.
Yeah. No, I get you. Like I said, mate. Like I said, like my family that half the family that I know obviously that are Muslim. Some of them, like I know two families. I don't know how to break it down. Like you know, like obviously, you know, like my uncle's obviously a Muslim, and he has his family as well, right? And then I have an auntie as well who's a Muslim as well, and he has a family as well, and all their families are all Muslim as well. You know what I mean? One of them is really like one of them practices like properly, like how it's supposed to be done, and then the other family, mate, every single time it does without fail. Every single time I meet them, I literally get a lecture. I'm telling you, mate. I literally get a lecture from him.
This might sound a bit awkward, but I'll tell you why I'm speaking to you about Islam as well. He tells you because he loves you, and I'm telling you because I love you as well for the sake of God. I want for you to be following the truth, and I want for every human in this world to be in paradise. You know, I would hate for anyone of this earth, except some of the tyrants. You know, like the leader of Syria that's killing hundreds of thousands of people. Except those people, I would be happy for them to go to hell. But everyone else, I would be happy in heaven. You know?
Yeah, but you shouldn't be thinking like that. Obviously, those people that you're talking about have been misled, didn't it? So you know, if you.
Yeah, I mean, if God wants to forgive them, then that's different. God
Okay.
can forgive whoever He wants.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But for me personally, I mean, He's killed many hundreds of thousands of kids and things, and He knows exactly what He's doing.
No. Okay.
So for me, He deserves to go now. But this is my message, you know. I like to speak to people about religion because for me, Islam is the truth, and it just everything adds up perfectly. And you know, you can get to heaven very easily by being Muslim. So that's why I'm even talking to you about Islam. Otherwise, I'll just be a random GTA player.
No, I get you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You know, I don't come across too many people that are actually, you know, I have a decent conversation with, if that makes sense. You know, a lot of them are, you know.
It's a nice feeling.
To say, mate. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. I got to Russia, man. I've got to get something to eat. Like,
I need to go as well. I need to go to prayer time. But you know, I just read about Islam. Ask.
What I'll do, mate. What I'll do is I'll add you, yeah. I'll add you, mate, innit? I'll add you, and then you know we can chat some more later, man. But like I said, trust me, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like what you're saying, like I said, like you know, when I meet up with my Muslim family, like side of my family, I literally just get like endless lectures, literally. Especially like you know, they invite me to their house and.
It's good, yeah. They love you and they want heaven for you. That's why.
Yeah, and that's what they say as well. Yeah, that's true. You know, that's true. And to be honest, I think the reason, obviously, like I said, I think the reason why I'm actually Christian is for the fact that my mom was Christian. My dad was a Christian as well, but he wasn't like.
Yeah, Islam came to abolish this blind following because what used to happen a long time ago is people were just the religion of their parents, you know, without asking themselves. You know, hundreds and hundreds of times in my holy book of the Quran it says. When you read the Quran, it's talking to you personally, and it says, "Don't you think? Don't you ponder? Don't you reflect? You know, don't you ask yourself?" It's very much a message for you. You need to ask yourself. It's not just like, you know, my parents were this, so I'm going to be this.
Yeah. It's me personally. Yeah.
The question is, does it make sense for me? Does this add up for me? Not my parents is this. I'm just going to blind follow.
No. It's like I said. It's like I said, because I also grew up with my.
Yeah. This is why I keep saying to you. You fit very well in Islam because you're just ticking all the boxes. You know, you want to answer yourself, and it's very good. So.
Oh. No. Yeah. Okay. What? Mate, I'm gonna add you now. Yeah.
But add me as a friend, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna add you right now, man. Catch you later, mate. Yeah.
Nice.
Cheers, mate. I'll add you right now, man. I'll add you. Cheers, mate. Later. Yeah. God bless. God bless you too, mate. God bless you too.